Good afternoon, everyone. So we'll wait for 2 minutes for the students to join. Then we'll start with the class. With the same topic we were doing yesterday, we have started AP, Arithmetic Progression, chapter number 5. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. One more minute to wait. Then at exact 1:04 we will start with the class. So starting with the class now. Yesterday we have started with the chapter AP Access 5.1 where we have done some questions, and today we are going to start with question number 4, which is a very basic question related to AP. In question number 4, it is written that which of the following are APs? We have to identify which among these 15 series are AP. And AP, we know that AP is a very simple series where the difference between the consecutive terms are same, between the consecutive terms are same. So if they form an AP, then find D and the 3 more terms. So how we can check that? How we can check that it is forming an AP? So question number 4. First part. 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. As we have to check that, is it an AP? Yes or no? So here, as per the series, here A1 is 2, A2 is 4, A3 is 8, and A4 is 16. So how we can check this? Subtract the second and first term, that is 2, and subtract the third and second term, that is 4. And if you'll see this, then the difference between the first 2 term and the difference between the second and third term are not same. We'll write here that it does not have common difference. So the series does not have a common difference. Therefore, it is not an AP. I hope this is clear. The second and first term I have subtracted. The third and second term I have subtracted. If the difference is not coming same, it means it do not have any common difference. Common difference. I'm talking about common. The difference should be same everywhere. Okay. And difference is not same. It means it is not an AP. We can't solve further. We have to end it here only. Okay. This way, I am doing one more part. So some of the parts I'll do. Some of the parts you have to do by yourself. For example, second part, 5, 2, 5 by 2, then 3, 7 by 2, and so on. So here, the first term is 2, the second term is 5 by 2, then 3, then 7 by 2. Let us check it out. A2 minus A1 means second term and first term we need to subtract. 5 by 2 minus 2. That is 5 minus 4 by 2, 1 by 2. Then A3 minus A2. A3 is 3 and A2 is 5 by 2. Subtract them by taking LCM. It is 1 by 2. So it is same till now. Let us check the next also. So the next is 7 by 2 minus 3. One by 2. So here common difference exists. Therefore, it is an AP. As there is a presence of common difference, as the difference is same between the consecutive terms, so we can say that it is an AP. If it is an AP, then we have to find what? We have to find common difference and 3 more terms. So common difference is this only 1 by 2. So you can write here that common difference is 1 by 2, and the next 3 terms we need to find. Till A4 it is given, the 4th term is given, we have to find the 5th term. So how to find the 5th term? Yesterday I have told you, 4th term plus the common difference. So 4th term is 7 by 2. Add the common difference, that is 1 by 2, it will become 8 by 2, and the next term is 4. Then 6th term, that is 5th term plus D, and 5th term is 4, and add this, it will become, after taking LCM, 8 plus 1 by 2, that will be 9 by 2. Then one more term is required, as they are asking for the next 3 terms. So A6 plus D, and 6th term is 9 by 2, and plus D, that is 1 by 2. So it will be 10 by 2, which is equals to 5. So next 3 terms, are 4, 9 by 2, and 5. Let's note it down. This exercise is a very basic exercise, just to make you understand what is AP. And formulas and all, it will start from the next exercise. And we have to start the next exercise today only in this lecture. So next 3 term done. So moving on to the next part. Let us do few more parts right now. So I'm doing now 4th part. Minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, and 2. -10, -6, -2, and 2, and so on. So in the same way, you can solve here also. Here we can check whether this is an AP or not by subtracting the consecutive terms. So A2 minus A1 means -6 minus -10. So -6 plus 10, which is equals to 4. So here the difference is 4. Now A3 minus A2, A3 -2 minus -6. So -2 plus 6. Here also the difference is 4. Then A4 minus A3, that is 2 minus -4 -2. Then 2 plus 2, that is equals to 4. So difference is same. Therefore, it is an AP. Those who have come late in the class, they can just see directly this part. You will be able to know what we are doing here. So the two consecutive terms we are subtracting and checking that the difference is same or not. If the difference is same everywhere, here, here, and here, it means it is an AP. This is only an AP. So after this, they are asking for the common difference. Common difference here is 4. Then they're asking for the next terms. Till A4 it is given, we have to calculate A5. That is A4 plus D. What is A4? Look here, 4, 2. And D is 4. It is 6. And the same way A6, A5 plus D, that is 6 plus 4, 10. And A7, that is A6 plus D. So A6 is 10. And difference is same for 14. So next three terms are 6, 10, and 14. So this way you can do these parts. If you want to ask any part among these, you can ask right now. See, the 15 parts are given here. Let me solve for you part with roots and bar. Okay, I'm solving 11th and 13th part, or this, yeah, 13th part, 13th or 12th, 11th and 12th I'm solving now. 11th part. On the next page of your page, it is given a square, a cube. This is also a kind of series which we call, what to tell you, it will come in your 11th grade. Okay, it is also kind of series, but it is not an AP. See how, first of all, subtract A2 and A1, A square minus A. Take A common. Yeah, Yug is saying, sir, it is GP. Yeah, it is geometric progression, it is GP. So A3 minus A2, what is A3? This is A cube minus A square, that is second term is A square. Subtract, we can take here A square common. Then A4 minus A3, but there is no need to check further because the first two are also only not same. See, A2 minus A1, if we are subtracting the second and first term, it is A square minus A common, A minus 1. If we are subtracting the third and second term, that is A3 minus A2, take A square common, A minus 1. Since the difference is not same here, difference is not same, therefore it is not an AP. If it is not an AP, we can't find further things, so we'll leave here. Let us solve one more part, that is 12th. Root 2, root 8, root 18, if a question comes like this, then we need to simplify the roots first of all. This can be written as root 2, it is same, and this can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, and finally the 2 will come out of the bracket, so we can write it as 2 root 2, and this is 3 root 2, and this is 4 root 2. How it is possible? Because see this 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. Those who are not knowing, for them I am telling this, 2 root 2. 2 will come out and root 2 inside. In the same way 18, 2 into 2 into means 2 into 3 into 3. So 3 will come out of the root, 3 root 2. In the same way you can solve for 32 on root 32. So this way we need to simplify it first. After this we can solve further. It is a2 minus a1, which is 2 root 2. Yeah, it is an AP, minus root 2, which is root 2. Then a3 minus a2, 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, which is again a root 2. Then let us check the last two terms, a4 minus a3, that is 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2, which is again a root 2. So you can write here that since difference is same in each case, therefore it is an AP. If it is an AP, then we have to mention the common difference, which is represented by letter D, and which is root 2 here. And after this we need to find the next terms. So a5 is equals to a4 plus D, and fourth term, no, just write from here, do not write this root 32 again, you have to solve. Write this 4 root 2. Fourth term is 4 root 2, and add this root 2, it will become 5 root 2. Then in the same way sixth term, fifth term plus D, fifth term is 5 root 2 plus root 2, and it will be 6 root 2. In the same way seventh term, that is sixth term plus D, that is 6 root 2 plus root 2 and 7 root 2. So next three terms, which is being asked in the question, is 5 root 2, 6 root 2 and 7 root 2. I hope these basics are clear of the chapter. Means this is just the introductory exercise. Now how to deal with a situation when we have lot many terms, then how we can find out? How we can say that, let me tell you that here this is an AP. Root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2 and 4 root 2 and so on, it is an AP. I want to calculate the 50th term of this or something like this. Okay, or it can be a little difficult number here, no, that is easy to find. Fourth term will be 4 root 2, fifth term will be 5 root 2. In this way 50th term will be 50 root 2. We can say that. But how to find that? So there should be a formula. Yeah, a plus n minus 1d. A student has written, Shreya has written here. So same generalized form I am going to tell you now. Written this, moving further. The formula of nth term of an AP. First of all, let me write here an AP. So AP I have written yesterday like this, a series A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on till the nth term. This is nth term. Like this is his fourth term, we don't know which term it is. Still it is the nth term. We can say it a last term, the last term. Okay. So nth term of an AP means an. So how to calculate that? For this we have a formula. An is equals to a plus n minus 1d. An is equals to a plus n minus 1d. Okay. So this formula we are going to use if we have to calculate anything. For example, here an is nth term, just write it down, and a here is the first term, and n here is number of terms in IAP, number of terms, and d we all know that it is common difference. Write the same in your notebook. And number of terms, and d is the common difference. Daksh, is it clear to you? Okay. Moving further. Now see, on this basis, no, we have this exercise 5.2. Got the exercise 5.2, and you will be able to answer the following missing figures. Take out exercise 5.2. What is n minus 1? Thakur Das is asking something. What is n minus 1? But minus 1 is just minus 1. We are subtracting it. Okay, but what is n? You can ask for n. N is number of terms. And n minus 1, you can say a term before the nth term. Okay, n minus 1, if you want to know what is n minus 1, that n minus 1 will be a term before this term, a n minus 1. Okay, but here n means number of terms. Yes. Yeah. Rest you will get to know here. Exercise 5.2, filling the blanks in the following table. Given that a is the first term and d is the common difference and an the nth term of the AP. Same, everything is written same the way I have explained you right now in the formula. Now what is given in the first point? In this first point, just concentrate here. It is being given that a is 7 and d is 3 and n is 8, and we have to calculate the nth term. So how to calculate nth term? I have just now written a formula. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 d. Very simple. So here n is given 8. See this? N is given 8. So it means we are calculating here 8th term, because 8th term is our last term, because number of terms in the AP is only 8. How many terms are there in the AP? 8 in this first part. Okay, so 8th will be the last term. So A is 7, N again is 8, and D is 3. Only you need to put the values. 7 plus 7 into 3, that is 7 plus 21, and this is equals to 28. Son? Yeah. Correct, Lakshay. 28 is the answer. I hope this easy part is clear to you. In the same way, we can find any missing values. Among these, no, there are 4 parts given more, 2nd to 5th. We can find any of the missing value. So they are asking for different values here. Now let us move to question number, means part 2 of question number 1. In second part, the things are given: a minus 18, d we have to calculate. A is minus 18, d we need to find out. After this, n is 10 and an is 0. N is 10, number of terms in the AP are 10, and an means the last term is 0. So accordingly, put the formula. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 d. Now an value is given here 0. So in place of an we are going to write 0. I don't know, some of the students used to get confused in this, that what is n, what is an. N means number of terms in the AP and an means the last term of the AP. So an here is 0, a is minus 18. Lakshya has given the answer. He's saying sir answer will be 2. Let's see. And D we have to calculate. Now 18 we can shift this side, positive 18, and here we're left with 9D. So 9 and this cancels out. So the answer is finally 2. Now it is just an easy game. You have to just write the formula, put the values which are given, and find the missing value. Simple. So in the same way you can do third. Third I am leaving for you. Let me solve now fourth. Rest are for you. Okay, fourth part we are solving now. In fourth part, A is given. A is given minus 18.9 and D is given 2.5, where N we have to calculate and AN is 3.6. I guess the 10th result is out now. I'm receiving calls and calls. Okay. So here again use the formula. AN is equals to A plus N minus 1D, where AN is 3.6 and A is minus 18.9. Plus N we don't know, and D is 2.5. 3.6 plus 18.9 is equals to 9 N minus 1 multiplied by 2.5. Add them is 22.5. N minus 1, 2.5. So you can divide them. Yes, Lakshya has written 12. Thakur Das has written 10 answer. So I guess Thakur Das is right this time. So this will be 9. Yes, 10. So 9 plus 1 and this is equals to 10. Note it down. Okay, so we have done with the first question. This way you can solve the rest of the parts, which are same and easy. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 2. Just turn the page. In 106, page number 106, it is given, find the 30th term. Find 30th term of AP. And AP is given 10, 7, 4, and so on. If AP is given, then we can say that the first term is 10. See this from here. And we can calculate D also from here. That will be second term minus first term minus 3. So D is minus 3. D is minus 3. A is 10. And what we have to calculate? We have to calculate 30th term. This way we have to write A30 means 30th term. The way we are writing, fourth term is A4. The same way we can write 30th term as A30. Now same formula we have to use. Using an is equals to a plus n minus 1d. Students have calculated. One is saying minus 89, one is saying 97. So who is correct? But it can't be 97 because the terms are just decreasing. See this, it will be in negative. Just from looking at the AP, no. One is saying minus 77, by minus 77, many are saying now. Okay, let us see. So nth term, here no, a, then we have to write here, in place of n, we have to write 30 because the value of n is given 30. A is 10, then again value of n is 30 and d is minus 3. So it is 10 plus 29 into minus 3 and 10 minus, I guess, 87, and it is finally 77, minus 77. So 30th term of the AP is minus 77. Second question is also done. In the same way, you can do the second part of this. This is the first part of second question. In this way, we can go for the second part of the same. In second part, it is written, find 11th term of the AP. And AP is minus 3, minus 1 by 2, 2, and so on. Okay, Thakur Das has calculated. Answer is 22. Thakur Das, are you calculating or just looking at bag and writing? Or it is already marked in your old book? Answer is 22. He is very clever. No, sir. Okay, fine. You are solving, then good. So first term is minus 3. So we can calculate D, minus 1 by 2 and minus 3. Minus 1 by 2 plus 3. Take LCM, minus 1 plus 6, and that is finally equal to 5 by 2. Is the common difference is correct? 5 by 2. Then we can calculate the 11th term. 11th means A plus 11 minus 1D. Or let me write the formula for you first. An is equal to A plus n minus 1D. And in the same way, A11 is equal to A plus 11 minus 1D. Where we can put all the values. The value of A is minus 3, n is 11, and D is 5 by 2. Minus 3 plus 10 into 5 by 2, and this is 5. So it is minus 3 plus 25. Yes, you all are correct. Answer is 22. Very good. So we are done with this question also. And no, question number 3. Listen very, very carefully. If you are able to solve question number 3, all the parts, it means you will be able to solve the full exercise. As simple as that. Because question number 3 no will help you to solve each and every question. Fine. After this, no word problems are given. After making the equation, how to solve them, that you have to learn in question number 3. That how to solve all the equations and all. Okay. So we are doing now question number 3. Let us do 1 or 2 part. Then we have very less time now. 5 minutes only. Question number 3. In the following AP, find the missing terms in the boxes. It is given like this: 2, then there is a box, then it is 26. So what is given in the question? The first term is given 2, and the third term is given 26. Here let us use the formula. An is equal to A plus n minus 1D. See, why am I writing every time the formula? Because you need to write an exam and test every time if it is used in the question. Okay, if you want to score full in exam, then your motive should be you should write each and every step, so that the checker should not be able to cut half mark from your paper. Okay, so A3 can be written as, if an is written as a plus n minus 1d, see this number is same present here. So an is a plus n minus 1d, then a3 will be a plus 3 minus 1d. And we can put the values. See this, a3 is given 26 and a is given 2 plus this is 2d. 2 you can subtract this side and it is equals to 2d. 24 is equals to 2d and d is equals to 24 by 2, which is equals to 12. If d is 12 and a is 2, then we can calculate a2. What will be a2? Just use the formula now. Do not say that a1 plus d. Just use the formula. a2 can be written as a plus 2 minus 1d. Okay, and where a is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1 into d. D is 12. 2 plus 12 is equals to 14. Okay, so this way we have to do each and every part. Let me explain you now. Second part. Yeah, answer is 14. All are correct. Some of the students are active. They are answering very quickly. So we are solving now second part. Take out the answer of second also. Second part, the first box, then it is 13, then again the third box, then it is 3. Now what is given? A2 is given and A4 is given. Using again the formula, which is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. I hope this is clear to you, this formula. An is written as a plus n minus 1d, then this a2 can be written as a plus 2 minus 1d. And this a4 can be written as a plus 4 minus 1d. The students are saying the answer is 18 and 8. Okay, let us solve. A plus 2 minus 1 will be 1. 1d is d only. Let this equation be 1. And this is a plus 3d. Now it is converted into linear equation in two variable. This is second part. Subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Equation 2 is a plus 3d is equals to 3. And equation 1 is a plus d is equals to 13. Subtract them, cancels out, and here 2d is equals to minus 10 and d is equals to minus 5. If d is minus 5, we can calculate now first term. See this from equation 1. See this equation 1, a plus d equals to 13. Put the value of d here. And this will go that side and it will get add. So a is 18. So students are correct that a is 18. And rest we have to calculate a3. So a3, we know that it can be written as a plus 3 minus 1d. If one time you have written no formula, then there is no need to write again and again the same formula. So a3 is, we have calculated 18 plus 3 minus 1, 2, and it is minus 5. So 18 minus 10, it is 8. So a3 is 8. Yes, you all are correct. A1 is 18 and a3 is 8. I hope this is clear. Class end. Bye everyone. Time is over. Okay, bye. Take care.